Oke, kita lanjut ke domain 4, team performance. Oke, domain 4, summary-nya sebagaimana dalam. Oke, domain 4, key topiknya adalah ini, adaptive leadership, agile team roles, building agile teams, self-directing, self-organizing, breakdown berangkat, KFS common, collocation, developmental mastery model, Dreyfus, Suhari mastery, Tukman team formation, global cultural and team diversity, osmotic communication, collocated team, distributed team, and tacit knowledge, team motivation, team space, training, coaching, and mentoring, individual and coaching, individual as team coaching, velocity. Task: develop team roles and processes to foster buy-in, help grow team interpersonal and technical skills, use generalizing, specialize to maximize flow, empower and encourage emergent leadership, learn team motivators and demotivators, encourage communication via collocation and collaboration tools, shield team from distraction, align team by sharing project vision, encourage team to measure velocity for capacity and forecast introduction to agile team. Oke, agile team, ini agile scrum team, ini multiple team, oke. Kalau multiple team scrum SOS ya. Kalau owner stakeholder scrum team seperti biasa ya. Oke, development team, this group include everyone needs to build and test a complete increment of the product, such as coders, writer, designer, analyst, and tester. Agile delivery teams rely on generalizing specialists, people who can perform multiple jobs and switch from role to role as the demand arises. These team members with the product increment using agile practice and process. They regularly update information radiator to share their progress with stakeholders, self-organize and self-direct their working process within an iteration, share their progress with each other in daily stand-up meeting, write acceptance tests for the product increments, test and revise the product increments until they pass the acceptance test, demonstrate the complete product increment to the customer in the iteration review meeting, okay, hold iteration perspective to reflect on their process and continually improve it, perform release and iteration planning, including estimating the stories and tasks. Okay, product owner, customers, proxy customer, value management team, business representative, nah itu sama itu ya. Itu apa? Okay, maximize the value of the product by choosing and prioritizing the product features, thus manage the product backlog, making sure that it is accurate, up to date, and prioritized by business value. Make sure the team has a shared understanding of the backlog items and the value they are supposed to deliver. Provide the acceptance criteria that delivery team will use to prepare acceptance test. Okay, terus determines whether its completed product increment is working as intended and either accept it or request change in the iteration review meeting. Okay, terus juga may change the product feature and their reality at any time. Terus facilitates the engagement of external project stakeholders and manage their expectation. Terus juga provide the due dates for the project and or its release. Attend planning meeting, review, and retrospective. If this role is performed by a group of people, typically only one or two of them will attend these meetings. Okay, ya. Product owner, maximize the value of the product by choosing and prioritizing the product features. Terus juga manage the product backlog, making sure that it's accurate, up to date, and prioritized by business value. Make sure the team has a shared understanding of the backlog item and the value they are supposed to deliver. Provide the acceptance criteria that the delivery team will use to prepare acceptance tests. Determine whether its completed product increments is working as intended and either accepts it or request change in the iteration review meeting. Terus may change the product features and their priority at any time. Terus juga facilitate the engagement of external project stakeholders. And manage their expectations. Terus provide the due dates for the project and or its release. Terus juga attend planning meeting, reviews, and retrospective. If this role is performed by a group of people, typically only one or two of them will attend this meeting. Okay, Scrum Master, Coach, Team Leader. Okay, act as a servant leader to the delivery team, helping them improve and removing barriers to their progress. Help the delivery team self-govern and self-organize instead of governing and organizing them. Okay, serve as a facilitator and conduit for communication within the delivery team and with other stakeholders. Make sure the delivery team's plan is visible and its progress is radiated to stakeholders. Act as coach and mentor to the delivery team. Guides the team's agile process and make sure their agile practice are being used properly. Okay, help the product owner manage the product backlog. Terus juga helps the product owner communicate the project vision, goals, and backlog items to the delivery team. Oke, terus juga facilitates meetings, planning, reviews, and retrospective. Oke, terus follow up on issue, right? Follow up on issue, rise in stand-up meeting to remove impediments so that the team can stay on track. Oke, terus project sponsor. Serve as the project main advocate within the organization. Terus juga provide direction to the product owner role, the person or team representing the business about the organization overall goals for the project. Focus on the big picture of whether the project will deliver the expected value of time on budget and on time and on budget. Is invited to the iteration review meeting to see the product increment as they are completed but might not attend. Okay. Nah, ini agile team roles. Agile team roles. Agile team roles. Provide the due dates for the project and or its release. Tasnya ya. Facilitates meeting, planning review, and retrospective. Manage the product backlog. Making sure that it's accurate, up to date, and prioritized by business value. Help the delivery team self-govern and self-organize instead of governing and organizing them. Provide acceptance tests for the product increments. The tasknya, responsibility-nya ada lagi. Oke, agile team roles. Provide this project and its risk. This is the product owner, customer process, facilitates meeting, planning, reviews, and scrum team, cost team leader. Manage the product backlog, accurate, up-to-date, prioritize the business value, product owner, help delivery self-governance organization, concept of governing and organization, help delivery. Scrum Master, cost team leader. Correct assessment test for the product increment development team, delivery team. Ya. Building agile team. A small number of people, typically 12 or fewer members, 9, 12, to develop better relationship and communicate more directly. If the project require a larger group, it will usually need to be split to smaller sub-team. Complementary skill, cross-functional, the team will collectively have all necessary skill. Agile method prefer to use generalizing, specialists, individuals who have cross-functional skills and can readily move between roles, hold themselves mutually accountable. The team has shared ownership for outcome of the project. Okay, characteristic of high performing team. Create a shared vision for the team. This enable the team to make faster decisions and build trust. Terus juga set realistic goals where we should set people up to succeed, not to fail. So goals need to be achievable. Limit team size to 12 or fewer members. Small teams are able to communicate face to face and support tacit or unwritten knowledge. If an agile project requires more resources, the preferred approach is to split the work among smaller sub-teams. Representative of the sub-team then need to come together every day to coordinate and synchronize work across the project, for example, in a scrum of scrum. Okay, build a sense of a team identity. A sense of the team identity helps increase the team members' loyalty to the team and support for other team members. Provides strong leadership. Leaders should point out the way when then let the team on the mission. High performance teams from Lisa Atkins. They are self-organizing rather than role or title based. They are empowered to make decisions. They truly believe that as a team they can solve any problem. They are committed to team success rather than success at any cost. The team owns its decisions and commitments. The members are motivated by trust instead of fear of danger. They are consensus driven with full divergence and then convergence. They are in constant constructive disagreement. Empower team, self-organizing, since the team has the best knowledge about the project and is in the best position to organize project work, self-directing, the team can make their own decision not to be directed from the management. Empower team is more productive and efficient than teams with top-down decision making, mutual accountability, and collective project ownership. Promote empowerment so that the team work as one whole. Okay, model of team development. Suhari model of skill master. Su obeying the rules. Su means to keep, protect, or maintain. Consciously moving away from the rules. Ha means to detach to or break free. Okay, re unconsciously finding an individual path. Re means to go beyond or transcend. Kanduran ya. To go beyond or transcend. Dreyfus model of adult skill acquisition. Novice follows the rules they have been given and make analytical decisions. For example, if we are learning to drive a manual transmission, we might be told to change gears as an engine approaches 2500 rpm. Although this rule is a good start, it could lead to problem if we try to drive on a hill, which will influence when we should switch gears. Okay, follow the rule. Okay, advanced beginner. At this stage, we are following rules and making analytical decision, but now we have gained enough experience with real-world situation to begin to understand the context of the rules, the, to decide when to change gears. We might use a guideline such as gear up when you hear the engine racing. As we gain competence, the number of rules and guidelines for different contexts becomes overwhelming. And since we can't apply them all, we begin to decide which rules are the best for each situation. And this makes us feel more personally responsible for the choice we are making. Okay, proficient. At this level, our decision making is still analytical, but we are actively choosing the best strategy rather than relying on the rules. In the process, we become more emotionally involved in the task. For example, as a proficient driver, we will have a good feeling if we are approaching a corner too fast on a rainy day. Okay, as an expert, as we develop expertise, our decision making become intuitive. We are able to spontaneously assess the alternative and select the best approach without having to first analytically examine all the possible strategies. Okay, Dreyfus model of skill master: novice, advanced beginner, competent, proficient, expert. Okay, commitment, detached, decision analytic, perspective non, decision analytic, commitment, detached, cognitive, detached, understanding, deciding, involved, outcome, analytic, perspective, chosen. Okay, commitment, proficient ya, info, understanding, detached, deciding, ya, decision analytic, experience, perspektifnya. Komitmennya involve saja, terus decisionnya intuitif, perspektifnya experience. Oke. Untuk model, oke, sudah. Stack of team formal development. Oke, charting morning. Oke, satunya itu working group is learning about each other, forming show the team that is challenge each other and developing into a potential team. Norming a potential team that's working with each other and developing into a real team. Performing a real team that is working as one and becoming a high performing team. Learning morning ya. Adaptive learning. Oh, sama ya. Oh, beda ya. Forming ya, team members, low competence, high commitment, high directive, low sportive behavior, directing, coaching, storming ya, coaching, directing, coaching ya. Oke, kalau directing, coaching, team member low competence, low commitment, high directive, high sportive behavior, coaching, sporting. Team member moderate, high competence, variable commitment, low directive, high sportive behavior. Norming, performing, delegating. Team member high competence, high commitment, leader low directive, low sportive behavior. Team motivation, and demanding as resistant, active compliant, active participant, committed communication, passionate innovation. Team innovation, the members' motivation aren't aligned toward a project goal. Team member motivation are aligned toward the project goal. Okay, training, coaching, and mentoring. Training is the teaching of a skill of knowledge through practice and instruction. The agenda is usually created by the trainer, and the format is very structured and typically prepared in advance. An example of training would be attending one-day courses on agile planning technique. Coaching is a facilitated process that helps the person being coached to develop and improve their performance. Coaching often starts with an initial topic that is then expanded and developed in collaboration with the coach. Coaching sessions are usually scheduled in advance and have a defined structure. An example coaching would be arranging a session with the Scrum Master to get help with project reporting. Okay, mentoring is more of a professional relationship than a specific activity. The mentor can be a sounding board for tracking issue on a as needed basis. The mentee owns the agenda and the format is free flowing. An example of mentoring will be having a relationship with an experienced agile leader who you meet with from time to time, bounce ideas off and ask for advice. Coaching at the team and individual level. Oke, ini coaching level, yang ini iteration beginning, iteration midpoint, iteration end. Beginning individual coaching pause ya, individual coaching team, coaching during iteration planning, team coaching. Coach help individual develop agile and problem solving skills. Team coaching pause Terus team coaching during the retrospective, individual coaching pause. Jadi emang kita harus harus berusaha mencoba berubah ke arah. Oke, Oke, kita masuk create collaborative team space. Create collaborative team space. Collocated team. All team members work together in the same location, face-to-face interaction, without any physical barriers such as walls or doorways between them. Many agile projects use distributed teams in which the members are geographically dispersed, whether in different buildings, cities, or continents. Digital tools to duplicate the effect of physical collocation as much as possible, virtual collocation. Okay, create collaborative team space, the common area of collaboration and information sharing that they conduct there every day. Work following tools and technique, whiteboard and taskboards, sticky notes, sticky paper, flip chart, round, round table, screen, laptop, video conference capability, no barriers to face communication, food, snack, and toys. Caps and common tacit knowledge is unwritten information the group, such as how to restart the printer when it jam. Okay, terus automatic communication nah ini dia. Refer to the use of information that flow between team members who are working in close proximity. They overhear each other conversation. This ability to pick up things that would otherwise be missed is one of the major benefit to collocating team, saving them time and improving their teamwork. Global cultural and team diversity. Since the knowledge work is invisible, agile teams rely on coordination and communication to share information. However, globally distributed teams face special challenge in this area that need to be addressed: different time zone, culture, and working style and language. Dispersed style. Maintain a metaphor. Metaphor can help the team stay focused on the project mission or vision. Apply frequent communication when team members aren't in choose. Proximity is other adding. And, okay, metaphors can distribute. Okay, maintain a metaphor. Metaphor can help the team stay focused on the project mission and vision. Jadi dia sebagai inilah guidance. Kita lanjutkan distributed teams. Maintain a metaphor. Metaphors can help the teams stay focused on the project mission or vision. Apply frequent communications when team members are in close proximity to each other. Adding in more scheduled communications may help. Terus intensity facilitation may mean asking more questions, repeating response more frequently when on conference call, and working to keep everyone engaged. Follow best practice for conference calls. It is also important to keep conference calls effective and productive, so people are willing to attend and contribute. Keep on track. There should be no fussy agendas. Keep on time as a general rule. Keep calls to 1 hour limit. Keep track of who is on the call. This can be by maintaining a sitting chart. This keep the decision flowing. Sending out agendas in advance can help achieve this goal. Keep the answer coming to do so within to engage participants with questions. Keep it fair. This means we we need to maintain fair telephone control, keep it facilitate it under what don't take control to decision, keep it documented. Not only should we document the conference call, but we should also send feedback wrongly. Digital tools for distributed teams, video conference, live chat, Skype, interactive whiteboards, instant messaging, VoIP, voice over internet protocol, sets, terus presence-based applications, electronic dashboard and storyboards, web-based meeting facilitators, survey application, agile project management software, virtual card wall, smart boards, digital camera, wiki site, document management tool, and collaboration website, automatic testing tool, automatic build tools, and traffic light type signal, case tools, tracking team performance, burn charts, agile team rely on low-tech, high-touch tools, display on highly visible information radiator. They make the team's progress visible at a glance, make it easy forecast when a project or a release within the project will be complete. Bundle chat, okay, ini remaining bundle chat, reminder to be done on the project. The most common use of bundle chat is for measuring the team's progress in completing the project work. Burn up chat, track the work that has been completed. And the big advantage of using a burn-up chart is that it can show change in scope. The big advantage of using a burn-up chart is that it can show change in scope, making the impact of those change visible gitu kan, ada perubahan scope. Jadi ya has been complete-nya jadi dikit gitu kan, scope work accepted project scope. Oke. Oh, kelihatan perubahan scope-nya ya. Ini completed ya. Making it an the impact of those change visible ya. Oke, community flow diagram, features, terus in progress, not started, completed. Nah, si started-nya harus berubah ke in progress, progress-nya harus completed gitu. Velocity, a measure of team's capacity for work per iteration, allow the team to gauge how much work they will be able to do in future iteration based on the amount of work they completed in past iteration. Terus this provide a way to track and communicate what they have accomplished, anticipate what they will be able to accomplish in the future, and forecast when the project or release is likely to be done. Okay. Thank you. Oke, itulah terkait domain 4, di mana di Griffith juga tadi udah dibahas ya, ini hanya bahas terkait buku Griffith-nya ya. Oke, tadi sudah dibahas. Terus juga over proses and tools. Simply share, describe, explain, specify that the trickier topics related to individual interaction. It's more difficult to formalize practice related to individual interaction because people vary so much. Okay, the soft stuff is hard stuff, more difficult, more important. Cocomo, cost of estimate of construction, weighting estimation model ya, having based in class people are also getting having based in class process, training, retaining, engaging our team, then on trying to improve our process, agile team rules. Okay, what on Cocomo 2, estimating software project, constructive cost model ya, constructive cost model. Oke, Cocomo model was reverse engineering 1000. Oke, such a motivating factor for customer large variable range for the team average over 10 times more significant than the tools versus those people are using. Development team, delivery team. Okay, build the product increment using agile practice, regular update information radiators, self-organize, self-direct their working process within an iteration, share their progress. Oke, ini sudah tadi juga product owner ngapain aja, Scrum Master juga tadi udah, project sponsor juga sudah dibahas. Ini juga sudah building agile team, second first a small number of people. Kalau misalkan agile method recommend keeping the delivery team small, typical 12 or fewer member. Okay, second team member have complementary skill, necessary generalizing skill, individual who has cross-functional skill and can readily move between role. Okay, that the teams define being committed to a common purpose, a project goal that supersede their personal agendas, and what the member are in alignment as how to go measure and how the team should go about the work. Okay, finally, there is the idea that the team members hold themselves mutually accountable. In other words, the team has shared ownership for the outcome of the project. Benefit of generalizing specialists. Okay, user interface. Using generalization instead of specialists can help solve both the now issue and the bottleneck issue. Generalization skill is more than one discipline, but it's like a jack of all trades and master of none, or like a king of several trades and master of each. Each additional role that the team can play can eliminate head off. For example, if a coder is also skilled in interviewing subject matter expert to gather user stories, they can avoid unhalf requirement from a business analyst to the developer. This not only save a lot of time, hints and off are slow. It also means that no information will be lost in translation in this point in the project. Generating specialists can also help the bottleneck problem by sharing the workload. Developers who are willing to able sometime and testing who within agile team sometimes used to be swarming. Describe collective problem solving. This can be the form of multiple people pitching to help finish tasks, remove a bottleneck, move a deliverable across the line of the project readiness. Okay, TC. Okay, like the TC kita license specialist. Okay, activities I shape people. To shape people returning our example. Let's envision this team for T-shape utilizing no Sunday and George have cross-functional skill. Dumaran is throughput combined with reduction of balance the workload and to pain so that there won't be any bottleneck. Character of a high performance team, treat a service of the team, set realistic goals, limit the team to 12 or fewer. Okay, character high performance team. Okay, build a sense of team identity, provide strong leadership, design following the self-organization, empower to make decision, esteem they can solve any problem, they are committed to team success, they own in the commitment, they are motivated to trust and they are conscious driven, they are in the constant constructive disagreement. Okay, do you remember the exam? Okay, okay, power team. Let's take okay, self-directive directing team being told that 2 is never repeat for runaway success. In such scenario, the receiver thus end up second guessing in the direction of sequence of upcoming integrities and to provide of institution get frustrated with the unforeseen obstacle and technical issue. Pushing out instruction is like pushing out not very effective and it never really bring out the best in people. Okay, in contrast, I can use their own knowledge to determine how the best do their job. In addition, managers and schedulers, technical, yes, okay, this knowledge that the team in events of directing, okay, there's a few unit ini some racing team make their own local decision. This means that not only out the best way, the keep in mind for encouraging emergent leadership, create a safe place for experiment. Okay, unfortunately, so in leading agile team, we want to preserve less, the approach, then ini don't prioritize for product environment that fail. We also lesson learned for the environment to move on and then culture. Oke, ini dia. Having our okay, wait, wait, Oh, ini udah.